You get a to-do list around the house you don't get one at work. Why? Because you're intentional, you're specific, you're looking at your goals, you're planning your week, and ultimately, you need to have a plan when your week blows up. And that is ultimately what we're talking about here, the tool that we will make available for you to download for free because you're a listener is our weekly game plan.
Put that coffee down.
Creators are leaders. Be careful what kind of leaders you're producing here.
Helen, we're both in sales. Let me tell you why I sucked as a salesman.
They realized that to be in power, you didn't need guns or money or even numbers. You just needed the will to do what the other guy wouldn't.
I'm not leaving. The show goes on.
Well, hello there, friend. Welcome to the Construction Leadership Podcast, where we deliver ideas and insights from leaders across the construction industry every single week to help you lead more effectively. ETP, Erik the producer, we are back for this mini episode 2 in our 4-part series as we are delivering value. This one will be on time management, something that's so critical. Everybody in our industry, this is so critical. Everyone in the construction industry can reasonably do a better job on this. In the first episode, we talk about managing your pipeline so we can really understand how we organize and value our pipeline to forecast what is coming in the future, which is so critical given we are anticipating some tougher times ahead.
Yes, so we have the Sales Fundamentals Workshop coming up next April 2023.
That's right.
April 10th through the 12th.
Those are the dates.
That's at the Omni Hotel in Fort Worth. It's going to be a fabulous event.
Change your life.
Change your life. The deadline to enroll is next Friday, 11/11, 5 p.m. Central.
Mm-hmm. Erik, 2 questions for you. What confidence level do I have that we will sell out all 75 seats here?
200%.
100% is correct. I do have a pet peeve with that when people say 1,000% or 110%, 105. 100's enough. 100%. Just give me 100%. That's enough. 200% makes no sense. But yes, answer?
That's how confident I am.
100% confident. We will absolutely sell out. We've sold out every other year, and we are going to sell out here. Now, why is it only 90 seats? Well, it's only 90 seats because I have a rule, and I know this. By the end of our time together, I will know everyone's face and name. I will call them out by name because this is going to be very interactive. You start getting more than 90, my ability to memorize that many names and faces goes down. That is why we're maxed out. We could sell more. We're not. And we already have 15 seats taken up by our OSR Academy cohort. So 75 seats, that is it. Question 2, Erik, what do people get if they sign up by November 11th? We have a few goodies in there. We have some additional savings to make it super obvious.
Yes, first off, they get a savings of $197. That's pretty big.
That's big time.
Yes. They get your prospecting book, which you've worked so hard on, and it's a great book, I must say. They get a Corinthian leather keychain.
That's right.
Everybody needs a keychain.
And if you haven't been to Corinth, I mean, that is the leather capital of the galaxy.
And also a hat.
The You Are Owed Nothing, Deliver Value First hat. And by the way, the keychain also has You Are Owed Nothing, Deliver Value First. We're hammering that mantra into everybody's brain.
So it's a huge package.
All right, let's get into it.
Yes.
All right, so we're talking about time management here. Why? Well, number 1, your calendar reflects your priorities. And we have way too many people that are keeping track of their weekly planning. Their schedule is on a bar napkin, or maybe it's on a little app that they treat like a video game, or maybe they say, you know what, I'm not really one of those type of guys. I just do better with a to-do list. I got news for you. A to-do list, separate podcast, make a note. We need to go into this because it's so common. It's fine to have a to-do list. It is human nature. However, that is not your schedule. It can't be because it doesn't prioritize. It doesn't give you insight on what are the most important things that have to happen this week.
My wife gives me a to-do list. I don't have a to-do list at work. I have a time management system.
You know what, Erik? Every now and then you say things with such conviction that my mind is blown. And you did right there.
Thank you.
It's a great point. You get a to-do list around the house. You don't get one at work. Why? Because you're intentional. You're specific, you're looking at your goals, you're planning your week, and ultimately you need to have a plan when Your week blows up. And that is ultimately what we're talking about here, the tool that we will make available for you to download for free because you're a listener is our weekly game plan. Erik, you know, since the day you started here, I've been working on this in some way, shape, or form. Why? Because my first audience is me. I need to do a better job and I need to be disciplined. And I've been kind of tweaking this around the edges. And the most significant overhaul it's had over the last maybe 8 or 9 years was about a year ago when we added a new feature which answered the question, what do you do? What is your process when your day blows up? Because for many of us, my day blows up like 3 or 4 times a week, if not every single day. Do I have a process? Do I have a plan to regroup and say, what's most important now? And how do I take advantage of the rest of the day and not let my phone dictate my schedule?
Right. And I'm like you, my day blows up usually with your phone calls at about 8:15 in the morning.
This is true.
So I have to go through my weekly game plan and take a look at it and rearrange my day. So it's very important. And, you know, when I first started at the company here, you told me about your weekly game plan and I was like, I'm good. And you kept bringing it up. And finally I'm like, okay, I'll do it. If it'll just get you off my back. And it's been a godsend for me. I learned how to manage my time so much more effectively. And then with this new iteration of your weekly game plan, it really solved the problem of what happens when your day does blow up. So you added some additional columns and it's easy to move things around on it. And I actually have bought a tablet and imported the weekly game plan into my tablet and use it in my tablet and as opposed to the booklet.
Yes, you have gone in on the Remarkable. Is that what that thing's called?
It's a Remarkable 2, Bradley.
Oh, the Remarkable 2. At least twice as good as the OG. Remarkable. Yes. Anyway, you're a fan of it. You love it. I'm staring at it. You import it in there and you're using it great. I am still a paper and pen, specifically .38 gel ink ballpoint pen, the finest writing instrument on the planet. And I like doing this longhand, but it also gives you insights when your day does blow up. How do you regroup? And you can look for patterns. And I have found with specific clients and with specific activities that I'm doing on my own, left to my own devices, I will allow these events to blow up my own day. So I can see these patterns and I can learn from what is happening day to day in my own schedule. So that's why we built it. So what are these fundamentals that we talk about in the Sales Fundamentals Workshop? It's goals, it's time management. I'm going to stop right there. We have pipeline management, right? And we have prospecting. We're going to set those aside for now. We look at goals and we look at time management. Both of those are in here in the weekly game plan. And again, it's 100% free. It is available for you at bradleyhartmanandco.com/tools. You can go in there, put in Hartman for the password. This is a protected toolbox, right? We're not letting any schmo just go in there and grab the stuff. It's just for you because you're listening to the podcast. Go in there and check it out. And you will see it's designed to use quarterly. You're going to set your annual goals. You'll set your quarterly goals. And then we break them down into the individual weeks. What are the top 3 daily habits? What are your top 3 most important things that have to happen this week? And every day I write down at the top, what is today's key result? And the day that we're recording, guess what my number 1 key result is for today, Erik?
Record podcasts.
Record these podcasts. Yes, exactly. And it takes time and we need to be thoughtful and hopefully we're doing a good job. But that is the goal for today. So I'm putting that right here today. If nothing else happens, this one thing has to happen. And when you simplify your life down, which a to-do list doesn't, your life gets easier. And step by step, you become more methodical in the achievement of your goals.
And Bradley, if you listen to some of our past podcasts with guys like Dan Effensee, Gary Guyman, this comes up all the time. We can't just let people do whatever they want, their to-do lists.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what they're pointing out is this is something that humans are not innately good at. So if we know that and we see people around us who struggle managing their time thoughtfully, you should be able to say, hey, show me your calendar. What are you focused on this week or this month? And they should be able to do that instantly. But right now they're not. And I would also say this, people sometimes get their feathers just a little bit ruffled when I point out that managing Outlook is also not a schedule. Outlook is a digital calendar. Do I use it? I do. Eric, do you use it?
I do.
Is that your scheduling system?
It is not.
It is not. It is available so you can accept appointments and have them go in a digital calendar. That's very different than managing a scheduling system. So we try to keep this super simple, and everything we do, we try to make sure it's really repeatable. And everything we do, I have used for at least a few years, and I know it works. So I do not know 100% if it'll work for you, but I think it might. And I know that you probably have a lot of people that you're working with that do not have a time management system. This can work for them. So again, go to bradleyhartmanandco.com/tools, password Hartman, all lowercase, 2 N's, H in the front. It is not silent. Okay. Go in there, get the weekly game plan. You can download that there. You can do even what Erik did. If you have a tablet that you use often and you want to go and take that PDF and slide it in your Remarkable 2 or your iPad or whatever thing you're using, I don't care. I want you to feel more confident with the most limited resource we have, which is time.
I know you didn't come up with this, but I hear you say it way too often.
Go on.
But your calendar reflects your priorities.
I did not come up with that. And by the way, the list of things that I repeat often that I did not come up with, that is not original content, is rather lengthy. That's correct. Your calendar reflects your priorities. Therefore, with a little bit of logic, Erik, if you don't have anything consistently on your calendar, what does that tell you?
You don't have any clear priorities.
Yes, and that's a problem, okay? So check it out, the weekly game plan. I'm excited. I hope this works for you. We're going to go into more detail because it is a fundamental, along with goals, time management, pipeline management, and prospecting. Those are the 4 fundamentals we focus on in the Sales Fundamentals Workshop. Again, it is April 10th through the 12th, 2023 at the Omni Hotel. We got great food. It's a great venue. We are going to bring in the entire experience to you. The investment is $34.95. So what do you get with that? You get our book club that goes, so 4 books from the minute you sign up for the next year. You get 1 per quarter. We spend 2 days together. Now, unlike other conferences, the room, your food, your drinks, all of that is included. So the $34.95 includes everything except for your flight and your Uber to the hotel. Once you get there, we're going to take care of everything. You will have no other expenses. However, if you sign up by November 11th, you get $197 off the sticker price, right? You're going to get my brand new prospecting book that is part of our professional sales field manual series. It's like 112 pages. It is designed for people that don't really read. I want to get people ready to attack, go on offense when we have these recessionary times that are coming up. We have a keychain. As far as we know, it is made of Corinthian leather. It says you are owed nothing, deliver value first. And you get our hat, a Richardson 112 navy blue with the insignia that says what, Erik?
You are owed nothing, deliver value first.
That's right. You get all those goodies. However, we are going to sell out. We got 75 seats that are available, and that is it. And the deadline is November 11th. Again, hopefully we gave you information here that can help you and your team manage your times better to deliberately and intentionally drive towards your goals. Go check out the weekly game plan. Download that, bradleyhartmanandco.com/tools. Erik, I think we covered it all. Anything we missed?
We did not. We are done.
We are done. We're going to close out like we always do. Thanks again. You, my friend, are owed nothing.
Deliver value first.
Make it a great week.